What's going on, everyone? It's time for another action comedy Netflix original film review. Today we're going to talk about The Outlaws. Stars David Vine, and David Vine, whatever his name is, and from Pitch Perfect, and Pierce Brosnan also stars in this. So yeah, The Outlaws is a Netflix original released June 30th, 2023. It was directed by Tyler Spindle, who also did The Wrong Mimsy, Father of the Year, Deported, and Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star. But yeah. Okay, The Outlaws. Well, David Devine, or whatever his name is, plays a husband. He's getting married to this nice girl, and they're planning their wedding. And he finds out that not just his quirky parents are coming, but his fiance's parents are actually coming and stuff. They're supposed to be living with a tribe and stuff, but then he slowly learns that they're not actually what they say they are. They're actually outlaws, people who rob banks and stuff. And then they go and he goes and meets them, has a couple of drinks and stuff, and then sure enough, his bank gets robbed the next day. And it dawns on him that his in-laws are actually outlaws, and he has to try to convince his wife and his parents and that it actually is. No one really believes him, and he goes on this crazy time with them to help because a mobster like white chick kidnaps his fiance, and then they have to go get her back. So he teams up with them to rob more banks and get the money to get her back. Overall, I thought this film was pretty clever and crafty. I actually really enjoyed this. I know a lot of people didn't, but yeah, this is more turn off your brain action comedy than anything else. It's done by Happy Madison Productions, okay? So, yeah. But yeah, I was actually pretty impressed with it. The acting is really well done. They did a great job at casting this. Overall, the action and the cinematography and everything was really well put together. And the jokes, majority of them are really funny and really good. It goes real well. I was laughing quite a bit through this. It's been a while since I've seen a movie where I actually laughed as much as I did through this one. I was actually very impressed with it. Love the story, and overall they didn't overdo it, and it's not like one of those movies where it's like a comedy, but it's most of it, the jokes are specifically written for one person. I'm looking at all those Ryan Reynolds movies and stuff. It's not like that. It's more they focus more on crafting creative characters, and that, and each actor playing their characters brought something different to the table to make this character and this whole film unique. Now, modern audiences and stuff might not like that though, because we're so used to like films written specifically for like one person or a type of genre like Marvel and stuff like that. This is not like that. This is old school filmmaking done with a newer sort of trying to make it interesting in a newer style, and it kind of pretty much works. Pierce Brosnan's amazing at this. Like, I always liked his acting style. Maybe in some of the James Bond movies he's not the greatest, but most of the time he plays a really good, clever old guy in this. And also you get tons of cameos and appearances from great actors and stuff. Adam Sandler's wife even appears in this and stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The only one thing I complain about is some of the characters, like side characters, were pretty lackluster and probably were just thrown in there for comedic bits, but they didn't really push the story further or really add to anything. It just made it a little more entertaining and bearable. Or in some cases, for some people, it might not be bearable. It might make it more dreadful. But for me, it made it more bearable. And yeah, and I also thought the villain in this, the mobster lady, her character did not really need to be in the whole movie at all. She was probably the most bland, boring character there. Didn't really do anything. It was all monotone and stuff. I don't know if they purposely did that, but I really loved her little guard dogs. Yeah, that scene was so funny and unexpected. There's a lot of unexpected funny scenes in this, and they do such a good job. I hope they make another one. And I actually really enjoyed this movie. So I'm going to give this film a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this. So let me know what you thought in the comments if you've seen it, but also if you want to check it out, it's on Netflix, and also I'll link the trailer down below so you can see what I'm talking about down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram as well. I post clips of films and review in the future on my story. I usually have the film tunnel hashtag, subgenre film and hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is down below. Derek P reviews. That's where I post my first star rating when I have to watch the films, and my Letterbox is down below. Reviews underscore Derek. And yeah, like this video, share it to more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any, and also if you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and odd they probably never thought of checking out together. Also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we're in a... So, a long time ago, I watched Anaconda and reviewed it. I'm finally going to review the rest of them. So, we're going to do that next. Anaconda's Hunt for the Blood Orchid, the second one. So, let's see how that one goes, because that's another one most people hate, but for some reason I love it. But I'll talk about that in the next video. So, make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those crazy outlaws hiding secrets from me. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So, until then, cheers.